Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dustin and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok. Our mug of the day is a new one, Zion National Park. Cheers. So we left off doing a lot of side quests, and this is going to be another episode of a bunch of side quests. I think we're going to go back to Elfheim, probably, and explore the new area there. And another shout out to Indigo Rose, same as every freaking episode, leaving really good comments with a lot of fun facts. One that I particularly really liked, finding out that all of Kvasir's poems are about PlayStation exclusives, which I probably never would have noticed. But I got a lot of exploring to do, so let's get to it. And yes, we left off in the Svartalheim mines, cause yeah, we're gonna wait on that double berserker battle. We might end up going home first. Yeah, we can go to Muspelheim now too. Oh, there's so much to do. Okay, Eyes of Odin, let's go back here first.
Our souls transformed, our minds remained, until those two perverted became.
Okay, fourth chest. We got, ooh.
Our lives cut short, souls sinking deeper, until gathered up.
Acolyte of Odin's, very secretive, trusted with his dirtiest deeds. Never met her myself.
Is that foreshadowing? Okay, next one is 38, and we have 31. And now, yeah, I think let's go to Elfheim.
Elfheim? What's there?
We still have unfinished business there. We found a Hofgufa out in the Barrens, my lady, in terrible pain. We freed it, but there's another interned somewhere beneath the Forbidden Sands.
A Hofgufa? I haven't seen one since I was a child.
Well,
What
get
else?
prepared.
There's still that secret elven library in Alfheim.
Lead the way.
Wait, there's a secret library? I don't remember that. Yep, we can get in here now. Oh, it's another gateway. And the chest is open. Another apple. Okay, we still got 2 undiscovered things here, though. Okay, so I'm starting to notice a trend here. I think if stuff says it's undiscovered, I legitimately cannot get it until later in the story. I know that I did kind of spoil it in the last episode because I was looking up what these undiscovered locations are. I figured out that yes, we're going back to hell. Some undiscovered locations are going to appear after I've been there, like hell tears. And then there's something else that's like, it sounds like maybe I have to beat the game and then locations will start appearing. So yeah, I guess, well, we still have to wait on that stuff. Okay. And alright, back to the Barrens.
Freya, I've always wondered, why was Freyr so revered here so quickly upon his first arrival?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Oh, but before my time. Do tell.
We believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanaheim. Her name was Gerd, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light. Freyr became immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Gerd to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back.
Hold. What is that? A gravestone. No doubt a berserker awaits.
Absolutely. Alright, maybe we can get this guy. Here we go.
Come under the cruel, dagger the cold, and spit
Oh,
the flame.
what? It was at this moment I knew this was gonna suck.
Come under the tool! Dagger the saw, and bitter the fright! Kill it! You alright? On your right! Right, you watch out! I'm tired On your right! Your judgment's here! Say good
The insolent world! Your judgment's here! Be ready! Down the Your judgment's here!
What is its connection to these spirits?
Okay.
It's a symbol of their betrayal, their cruelty
Ew.
personified. The sooner we're done with it, the better.
If I can make peace with my blades.
All of
I
you.
suppose you're right. If Skofnung rids the land of these bastards, I can stomach its presence a bit longer.
Okay, well, that was the newest, most annoying battle.
I bet Skofnung is powering these walls.
Dude, when there's 3 of them, freaking ridiculous. And I thought, oh, I can fight the other 2. Because that main guy is just way too aggressive. He refuses to let you get near those people. And Freya cannot taunt him. I hated that.
Freya, getting back to your brother. What did he do to win back Gerd? And how did it end up with him being worshipped in Alfheim?
Well, Freyr thought big. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs. When he wandered, he wandered. and he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls. The elves had never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
Oh, that is bloody hilarious.
I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by light and dark elf alike. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him, so the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him, even if it meant having to rule.
Yeah, there's one more thing that's undiscovered here, but I'm gonna assume that it's related to the Hells tier or something else that we just can't access yet.
Much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another Hafgufa.
Ow.
odd. It looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
The Forbidden Sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela, and another storm to endure.
I remember when Freyr and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Hafgufa. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim. Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave!
Oh, is this it? This could be it.
I hope Freyr will appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hofgufa is free. This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient
No?
settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
Oh, and I did forget, this was the new Cuirass we got, which seems pretty freaking amazing. Using a relic massively increases his melee attacks, but also the damage received for a duration. The damage received isn't going to matter because I get 2-shot or 1-shot anyways. So this seems very good.
When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive matter.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Hafgufa for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
Light Elves don't often travel underneath the Barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim. Or so it appears.
Vixmir did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
I suspect the corpse below would disagree.
Sacrifice. No sacrifice in vain. A corpse lay below this one. I wonder if the poor soul wrote it before expiring, or if it was written by the fiend who caused said expiration. Probably the latter.
I hope freeing these Hofgufas will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. the skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate.
And here we go.
I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face once free.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the Hofgufa. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in the end. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Well, given another chance, I know what choice to make.
There we go.
Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye, back to the surface then.
All right.
The pipe.
Used in many
Oh.
of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
Oh, tributes to Freyr. A ceremonial pipe given Freyr's temperament. One can imagine this saw a great deal of use, not that I blame him. It said that some of Alfheim's flora was particularly well suited for recreation. Just one more thing Fimbulwinter took from the realm, I suppose. A shame too, I was rather interested to learn whether or not my current bodily situation would allow me to reap any hallucinogenic benefits from Alfheim's herbs.
The fate of these creatures. It reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame.
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but, well, your stories,
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
Fair. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect her from those who opened it.
Well, at least it's a relatable story.
All right. Now he's got a buddy. Full Goofa.
If my stories are of no comfort, take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they.
Oh. Just dancing around.
Incredible.
The Song of the Sands. Wow. Didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in our freshly lit barrens?
They died? Oh, they create a bunch of little babies. Okay, we got a lot to do here. Guess we can check this out first. Get down.
A statue of my brother.
Oh, is that who that
Wait.
is?
That's odd. The runes are dark.
What purpose does all this serve, other than a testament to my brother's vanity?
Difficult to say without an inscription. But it looks like the elves built this place together, light and dark. Which means this would have been their first act of cooperation in generations. A far cry from lasting peace, but perhaps it served as a monument, one that symbolizes the potential for peace.
And that's another crystal, too.
This statue may have survived Freya's absence, but a truce clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
He didn't create a truce through diplomacy alone. His god, his very presence is what healed this land and allowed peace to take root. But once he left, he had to have known what would happen.
Well, he had good reason to leave. Some jackass convinced his sister to marry a madman.
You said monuments are useless. Why restore this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye. Nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit marble.
These crystals contain their own light.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
Oh, that was already the plan.
The ring of crystal shards glow.
Looks like we can read the inscription now as well. In honor of the Enlightened One, may his gift of light shine eternal.
In honor of the Enlightened One, may his gift shine eternal. May his light serve as a beacon of harmony. May peace endure among the elves as we forever bask in its radiant glow. And a new entry for the Hofgufa. The Hofgufas have been released, and the sandstorms in the desert have subsided. Once reunited, they mated, gave birth, and died. Their species will live on. I am pleased we were able to free them and that I was able to spend this time with those who are close to me. These creatures offer a reminder that the time we have with our loved ones is short and never guaranteed. I will remember this moment fondly. Okay, that sounds like Kratos, and look at that.
Gift of light.
Kratos showing some emotion. And what is this?
Light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Would you look at that? Freyr's gift endures after all. Or
So
should
that's
I
what that
say,
is.
His presence.
You are not funny.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to ask what those were for, but that must have been it. Now this light that's...
When Freyr was actually here, the peace was fragile. Surely a bit of extra light in the desert isn't enough to make it last.
Before I met Faye, I could not imagine a life of peace. After her death, in our travels to Jotunheim, I found peace on my own. It remains my responsibility to make it last.
Perhaps the elves will find peace again one day, even without Freya's guidance.
His presence continues to guide them, whether they realize it or not.
Oh, and a nice giant door. It looks like it needs a key. Yeah.
It requires 2 keys.
Oh, 2 keys, huh?
Keeping back there.
That's the beauty of a locked door. It could be anything. Monsters, treasure. Knowing our luck, it'll be a bit of both.
Yep, probably. And what do we got here?
Token.
A badge of honor. The elves made a few of these. They'd hang them up outside their dwellings, show their support for my brother.
A token depicting Freyr's likeness, crafted by and for those elves who supported the young god and his attempts to find peace. At the height of Freyr's popularity, these tokens adorned more elvish homes than they did not. They represented that one thing which is invaluable in small doses, outright deadly in large ones: hope. And it's probably gonna be bad, huh?
The Alpha! The Alpha! The Alpha! The Alpha!
Ooh, nice. And this stuff is all pretty freaking easy after the berserkers.
A light elf statue in the desert. Odd.
Aye. Fair bet this is the sanctum Bigveer spoke of in Vanaheim.
Oh, and another relic.
Jewelry.
Oh? Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I can pull it off.
And that's the set complete.
That's all my brother's tributes.
Would you prefer we hang on to them?
Do what you will. If Freyr didn't bother taking them when he left Alfheim, he wouldn't mind us selling them to the dwarves.
I'm sure that's what he would have wanted, for me to sell them. Bracelet, a rather lovely piece of jewelry crafted by one of Freyr's light elf supporters. It seems to be a bracelet hand-formed to fit Freyr's wrist, which introduces the question, why was it discarded? Was Freyr so inundated with gifts and jewelry that he simply couldn't find a place for it? Or did he perhaps wear it for a time, only to cast it off, possibly in anger or shame, or some combination of the two? Once he sped back to Valheim to stop Freyr's wedding? Anyways, there we go, set complete. Oh!
An elven library.
An archive of knowledge.
No sign of the light elves.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day, and we can browse at our leisure.
Look here.
Rules of the Sanctum. All visitors must observe strict silence inside the library, even in the vestibule, passageway, grand hall, mezzanine, and upper circle. No books are to leave the premise for any reason under penalty of death. Transcriptions of any material within the library are expressly forbidden. Damage to the library materials due to carelessness, including creases, folds, annotations, and such like, even accidental, will not be tolerated. Comestibles, libations, and liquids of any kind are forbidden. Visitors must check in with the present librarian before leaving the library. A failure to adhere to the rules will result in immediate punishment to be determined by the present librarian. Oh yeah?
Another one of Dvalin's diagrams.
You spoke of his
Oh.
conscience.
Aye. He saw that the Aesir would likely use his powerful weapons to cut down his fellow dwarves, so he ripped out his design pages and scattered them.
And what of him?
Well, the All-Father found out. He wasn't terribly pleased.
And... Ooh. An examination of temporal significance. This evening, I find myself musing on the scent of a book. When the paper is fresh, it carries the gentle notes of the plants it came from, light floral with a touch of sweetness. As time passes, pages age. They take on their brittle tan. A tear forms from any force stronger than the softest touches. The scent hardens, crisp at the beginning, moving into the earthly musk left behind from dust, desert air, and insect feasts. To these ephemera, nearly as impermanent as ourselves, do we entrust the collective knowledge of our elven history. Is this venture foolish? I concede the fleeting nature of existence, be it of flesh or scroll, yet I would not trade the pleasure of putting ink to page for all the treasures of Alfheim. The Council. Wow, that was probably the most poetic thing I've ever seen about paper.
These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War. But restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
Oh. Almost missed that. Oh, it's a treasure map. So this kind of looks like the gate that we just saw, or just came from. There are those who built this tower who gave everything they had to complete it, and where did it put them? In the ground. I was almost one of them. Never again. I leave this treasure in the hopes that whoever needs it may find it, and in so doing is reminded of their own worth. No tower, no matter how great, is worth one's life. Another amulet. Now what is this? This looks important. Council's journal, huh?
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. The console.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text.
And more notes.
All this knowledge of their ancestors, their shared history, poetry, just sitting here, forgotten. What a waste.
And the Arbiters of Knowledge, we are the caretakers of truth, the Arbiters of Knowledge, protectors of this repository of enlightenment that stretches back to our earliest writings. Ancient as the sands, it is our sacred duty to protect our elven learnings and prevent the possible spread of it to those who cannot reconcile the wisdom found within these walls. The benighted masses cannot be trusted, cannot be expected to assimilate these truths. They lack the intellectual fortitude to absorb and accept the divisive nature of certain revelations. This suppression is not cruelty, nor is it an attempt at control. It is mercy, pure and simple. Never forget that. It doesn't sound great. And I think that was everything in here.
Swatha.
Oh?
Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Lata Frambog.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Use a shield strike!
Well, that was fast.
Shield strike!
The Alpha! The Alpha! The Alpha! The Alpha! They're healing!
No, lady.
Thought. Megivita.
No.
Helga brought it on.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
Oh. We're letting her live, huh? Okay, then. Bye.
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
And the Maven, the vigilant steward of an Alfheim library, our ally in Vanaheim, Bigvir, told me this steward comes from a long line of elves who followed the same path librarians. A library exists to hold and share knowledge. To hide this away and claim it would destroy light items from within is to lack faith in the people who would most benefit from it. Oh, whoa!
It's vulnerable when it glows!
Give yourself an opening! Don't waste it!
The Alpha!
Give yourself an opening! Don't waste it! Need to take out those springs, brother!
Wait, what? Oh, up there.
That's it!
There we go. Where's the other ones? Ah, there's ones up there, too. Wow, okay.
The Alpha!
Nicely done! Keep on it! There's frost in my neck, Star!
Attack!
Nicely done! Keep on it! Give yourself an opening! Don't waste it!
There's two. Where's the last one? Over here somewhere? It is.
That won't work yet!
Okay. Gonna come over here. There we go.
The Alpha!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
The Alpha!
Attack!
The Alpha! Now, attack!
Brother, the springs! Hurry!
Okay, yep, I'm hurrying.
The Alpha!
There we go. Look at that, first try. Gotcha. Oh.
More poetry. Delightful.
I mean, I think it's delightful. Trip, a poem of quite melancholy by that poet Kvasir. Alone yet together, close yet apart, our long scarves a tether, cooperation on art. Speak without word, quest through the land, glide like a bird, draw names in the sand. That one's alright, not the best one.
For the massive door we found earlier.
Oh,
That door required 2 keys.
Aye, so it did. Let's keep looking then.
okay.
Perhaps we can bring these 2 animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard even. Specky and Spanner could use the company. We have kennels.
It would not go well for them. Once a predator becomes accustomed to a land, it is cruel to move them.
I suppose you're right. It just seems lonely out here.
It is peaceful. They have each other. It is enough. The Berserker gravestone. Prepare for another fight.
Oh my god, another one? Okay, let's wait on that one.
The second key.
Sure enough.
Here we go.
It's been a bit since we've unlocked a mysterious door. Excited, brother?
Oh, very excited.
Classic.
More carvings from Yari and Silver here.
Mimir, tell me more of Yari.
After leaving his family, he wandered the realms in search of something unnameable. But in all his wondrous travels, nothing satisfied him. Until he met another wanderer in search of something similar. Unnameable. He was called Somar.
Let us find the final ingredient.
Yeah, where's the one that we haven't found yet? Alright, another horn. Alright, I see a bird over there. Ooh, but there's...
Here.
Well, what is that? Oh, it's another ingredient. Or another flower for her.
A dawn bloom.
2 of 9. And these guys... I got a feeling we can set those guys free, but I don't know how.
Yet another sleeping beast. The handiwork of Alvis Stonefoot.
Casualties caused 43 dwarven, a 22 other. Method of imprisonment, not slumber. Prison location, Alfheim. Date of release, not applicable. It's a troll. Rehabilitation is impossible. Feel free to use a rousing relic if you're desperate to get your skull caved in. Imprisonment overseen by Elvis Stonefoot, Svartalheim, otherwise known as he who is running out of patience for writing these reports. And it said use a relic. I must not have it, but maybe if I use a relic, I can awaken these dudes? Oh, and yep. This was where that treasure map led to. Nice. And the key.
Something is coming, and it's not happy.
Ooh, yeah. I heard something. Oh!
Get ready!
I felt that one, Your guess is as good as mine. Imprisoning a drake. Can't decide whether to be impressed or horrified.
Either way, it is over now.
Yeah, and at the end there, well, okay, hold on. Gravel Belly, we found this drake in the deserts of Elfheim behind a door. I had been expecting treasure or a new area of the desert to explore, but was instead met with a beast. The blue markings on its head were like nothing I had seen before. They could be considered beautiful were the creature not trying to dig its tusk into my flesh. And yeah, I noticed there at the end, it had those markings on its legs. And I didn't even really notice what we got. Was it just a bunch of items?
You know, Freyr loved to breed Gulan pups in Vanaheim. I wonder if these two are the descendants of the Gulan he brought here long ago.
That explains how they got to the desert. Another gift for the Dark Elves. I wonder, how'd these two pups end up yoked to the sled?
Ever try flying in a sandstorm? I imagine Freyr showed the Dark Elves that Gulan could be trained to pull a plow. They must have found new uses for them once the sandstorm arrived. I imagine they're now bred to aid in traveling the surface.
Okay. I was trying to find the last raven and chest, and I was coming back to the library, and I thought I could see stuff in there. This blue, and yo, you can break the freaking wall. How in the world were you supposed to know that? I mean, this place looks pretty nice. Gotcha.
Light elf graves. An entire mausoleum.
Oh.
They killed their own to protect their secrets.
That's harsh.
It is their way. But perhaps with the Consul's journal, Bigvir can teach them otherwise.
Nice. And that is everything in the Forbidden Sands except this one gravestone. But we're going to leave it here for this episode. Not really in the mood to fight two berserkers. Everything else is going pretty easy though. And now with that in the next one, I'll probably look around. I'll double check to see if I have anything left in any of the places that I've already been. But I also decide I'm going to hold off on Muspelheim for now. So in the next one, I'll probably continue on to the main story. I'm thinking I'm going to need to be stronger for Muspelheim, at least to get through it in one shot. It'd be nice to have that be just one whole episode as me going through Muspelheim, because I'm assuming it's going to be the same gauntlet style as the last game. But yeah, we'll probably want to be pretty strong. So at the start of the next one, we'll take out this berserker and then continue on the main questline. Until then, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and or subscribe. And take care, everybody. Skål.